Yo, what is good? My anime friends, what is good, yo? So we have a very decent episode of a little bit of romance here and there, but at the end of the day, I think they did a really good job of bringing me on board with them being a couple. Not even a couple, but them being so alike that regardless of whatever they're gonna do, without telling each other, they're probably gonna keep meeting up like this. But from my understanding, this is going to be the last of these meetings and occurrences. Not only just because they're not supposed to be doing this with each other, they straight up are. It sounds like at the very end of these episodes, which this might be a show where you actually have to watch the end song, or at least skip the end song and get straight to the end to make sure that there isn't previews, because they're not really previews, they're them actually extending the story. And from what I understand is they're gonna force a mission upon him. If he doesn't capture the princess, he's like held. He's like, he has to just be held, I guess his will or something along those lines. So it's kind of crazy to think that they've been probably monitoring him, but it's not too crazy seeing how ridiculously powerful he is, and if he has that much to bring to their table alone by himself, and he was capable of fighting on par with pretty much their strongest, that truly gives us the notes that we need to know about him. He's capable of not only fighting on par with her, but he said awakened during the battle, which also kind of shook the princess after learning about the two sisters and how one passed away and one still held in this like prison, but its grip has gotten weaker ever since, aka an awakening, or because she was threatened enough to have to like be protected by the crystal, or the crystal would have reacted sooner or later if they've gone any further. Um, this type of stuff is what makes me wonder about the overall narrative of the New World Arise part of it. In the case of, is it going to be one of these sacrifice shows where the only way to finally get what they truly want is to straight up give it everything they have, which I wouldn't be surprised. This has happened quite a bit in shows, people being these chosen and not even knowing it until the last given moment, and then finding out on the spot and doing what needs to be done. I don't know if that's where they're going with it, but just the overall tone of this week's episode, completely polar opposite of how the fights were going and whatnot. So all this stuff is interesting, but the main interesting thing for me is, why is it that all of these cities are going, like, they have a neutral town where they can all meet and be, free to do what they want. But the problem with that is everybody who um, has a way of watching these two are easily going to try to take an advantage of the other with knowing what they know. So, with all that being said, I do look forward to seeing more of what they're going to bring to the table for these characters. It's just kind of weird that they're monitored so hard in the grand scheme of, it feels like they know exactly what this guy was doing, and because what he was doing could help him not fight the princess as effectively as they probably want him to, they're gonna stop him from seeing her. They're gonna stop him from doing anything but training and trying to apprehend her. So I am interested in seeing what that even means. Like, what does that get for them? Where does that put the notion of the story when it comes down to, oh, now that we've gotten the princess, what do they truly gain from that? Or is it just that they want to take out her to have the power of the place that they have to just add more to their cities and boast about it? I'm definitely happy about Wednesday. There's a lot of interesting shows that come out. One that's chill, and two that kind of have a lot of meaning behind little stuff. Even this episode's date episodes felt like I was learning quite a bit about how these two might get caught off guard if there's things that they truly like and what to put their guard down for. So, with all that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be when you watch this. I'm your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely talk to you sooner than later. So, with that, peace.